Today is April 23rd. I'm here with Miss Ida Boston at her home to talk about Oviedo's history, her family, and her experiences here in Oviedo. Thank you for welcoming me into your home.
Thank
And
you.
I have just a few questions, but feel free to go into anything else you think might be interesting, okay?
Okay.
All right. So the first one is tell me about when or how your family first came to this area.
Okay. My family, we came here. My dad came in 1950, and my mom came in 1953.
Mm-hmm.
And I made this my home in 1955, but I was off and on from 1953 to 1955.
Mm-hmm.
And we came from Alabama, and this has been home for us since 1953 with my mom.
Okay. So, can I assume that the Boston name for Prince Boston, is that one of your relatives or not one of your
My
relatives?
husband relative.
Your husband's relative, okay. He played an important role in our local history. Did you get to meet him at all or was he gone?
No, I did not.
You did not, okay. Um, I know one of the things that you've done in the area was the Oviedo Citizens in Action. Were you
Correct.
one of the founding members of that?
No, my mom was.
Your mom was, and she said, "Come on, Ida, you need to be a part of this."
Yes,
Yes.
I became a part of it in 1982 or 3.
Okay. And what were some of the things you did early on with Oviedo Citizens in Action?
Nothing early on with Oviedo Citizens Action until I became a member.
Okay.
Uh
And when you became a member, I know you've held probably all the positions.
huh.
What were some of the ones that you remember the most, or what was there a certain project that you really it's close to your heart that you like to stand behind?
No, when I first joined, I was just happy to be a member.
Mm-hmm.
And at that particular time, I worked with the Seminole County Food Bank,
Mm-hmm.
which was a part of Oviedo Citizen Action was a part of that. It was called Seedco.
Okay.
And that's how we got started with that. And when I did that, I was working with the they were giving away uh, blocks of cheese
Mm-hmm.
and butter.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would go pick up that from the Seminole Seedco building and bring it to Oviedo to my home. And people would come from Tutuola and Oviedo to collect the cheese
Mm-hmm.
and the butter. And my yard would be full because they knew what time it was going to come.
Mm-hmm.
And the cheese and stuff was so good, and the butter and stuff. So that was my first job
Okay.
working with the Oviedo Citizens in Action through Seedco.
Okay. We just had our little meeting with Dr. Martin Luther King celebration that Oviedo Citizens in Action partners with the city on. How did that get started? Can you kind of talk through that at all? Was that something that was in place with your mom, or is that something more recently that was started?
No, that was in place with my mom.
Okay.
So
And it used to be in the Memorial Building, or where was it started?
yeah, it used to be in the Memorial Building. Once we got involved with the city,
Mm-hmm.
they allowed us to come to the Memorial Building. That's where we had our meetings and stuff. Before that, we would meet at different homes or in the church
Oh, good.
as to have our meetings. And
Okay. So during this time, did you stay at home? Did you work? What did you do besides Oviedo Citizens in Action as you were growing up?
okay, as I was growing up, I was just a housewife
Mm-hmm.
until, and I remained a housewife until my kids graduated from high school. My son graduated. The last one graduated. When he graduated, then I went to work
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted my own money.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started working with transportation, Seminole County Transportation.
Oh, okay.
So I drove the school bus for 25 years, which I thoroughly enjoyed. And I'm still driving the church bus.
Yep. There we go. So your children benefited from having you at home. My kids got that benefit for part of the time too. I know it's a luxury almost now in this time where most families need two incomes. But what sorts of things did your kids do that you were involved with because your kids were involved with?
Okay. My kids was both of them started off in Cub Scout,
Mm-hmm.
and then both of them, Jeff went into Boy Scout,
Mm-hmm.
and my daughter, she was a Girl Scout, and I worked with that, and they were, I mean, I had them in, one time they were in 3 different schools, so I was just strung out trying to be with
Mm-hmm.
them. My younger son, he played baseball,
Okay.
and so did my middle son. He played baseball. Then he went into this. After he graduated, he went into the army.
Mm-hmm.
And then my daughter, she was in everything,
So you were driving all over the place,
all over
weren't
the
you?
place. But she was the first black queen of Oviedo High School.
Wow.
And so this kept her busy and kept me busy also.
Mm-hmm.
So they were just in different sports, which was a joy
Mm-hmm.
to me because it kept them busy.
Right.
Hmm.
Right. So you mentioned Oviedo High School. Where did you finish school?
I finished school in Texas.
In Texas.
In
Okay.
Texas. Hmm.
So, but Oviedo High School, all 3 of your children went there?
All 3 of my children went there.
Nice,
Hmm.
nice.
And all 3 of them graduated from
Excellent.
Oviedo High School.
Excellent.
Mhm.
All right. All right. So I'm going to refer back to OCIA now. What is the greatest thing you think OCIA helps support? What's the most important thing that they do?
The community, all the stuff that they were concerned about the things that we did not have as African American, and so this is why we fought to be. That's the purpose of the Oviedo Citizen Action, to make sure that we receive the stuff in the community that we should get.
Mm-hmm.
And it was at the time when we got organized in the 60s, when I became a part of it in 83, they had fought and won a lot of the different cases that that they needed to win.
Right.
And it was hard work for those that was really trying to make a difference.
Right.
And it was a dangerous time at that time
Yeah,
also.
absolutely.
But we worked it out.
Yes, we did. We did.
And
That's
everything is just so perfect now. You know, all of us are getting along
Good.
and working together, and that's the blessed part of the
Right.
organization.
Right. One of my first exposures with OCIA was with the Boston Cemetery.
Okay.
Can you talk a little bit about that, how it started at Antioch and how things had to move and some of the things that have gone on there?
Okay. The Boston Cemetery was given to Antioch. Can't think of the name. I think it's 1926.
Wow.
I believe that's when it was 1926. But the purpose of it was that the black people would have some place to be buried.
Mm-hmm.
And so he gave those 5 acres for that reason. And it was all free.
Mhm.
Nobody's supposed to have been paying anything to be buried there.
Mhm.
And it was for the whole black community.
Mm-hmm.
And this was done in 1926. And so it's been a part of, and it was given to Antioch, but Antioch didn't operate it at that time. It was operated by the black churches.
Mhm.
And but after the old one died out and new people came in, then it became Antioch responsibility to take over. So that's when they took over it completely. Before that, it was just a community cemetery
Mm-hmm.
given by P.P. Boston for the black community.
And even though Antioch operates it now, it's still for the black community. Anybody from any of the churches could ask to be interred there, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It's still for the black community. And it used to be people from the other area would come to because it was free.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then they had to stop that because so many people were coming out of Orlando to
Right.
be buried there.
Right.
So Antioch stopped that, and so now it's just for the black community.
And the latest edition, you want to talk about what we lobbied for to make sure we got?
Oh, the paved road.
Yes, yes. It wasn't as easy as it sounds, was it?
No, it certainly wasn't because it was all it belonged to the county.
Mm-hmm.
Until we got into the city part of it, it was just hard to get done. But now we have a paved road, easy to get into, and we're so happy about that.
Good. And we're glad that we can recognize the many people that are buried there and the veterans that are buried there.
Oh, yes.
So
Oh,
that
yeah.
was my first exposure, and I'm so glad that it introduced me to you and to many others in the community. So is there anything else that you'd like to talk about that we can, that's going to be put in a vault somewhere and someone, your great granddaughter can maybe see someday? Something you want, words of advice you want to pass on?
I just want to make sure that the Boston family keep the Boston name perfect, that they can continue to, because most of them are dying out now, so, and it's none of my husband's family, all of them have passed away, and all of the family of P.P. Boston have passed away. So now it's up to the grandkids and the great-grandkids to keep the Boston name going. So I'm hoping that this will really take place and they will step up to the plate.
Great. All right. Well, I thank you again for meeting with me today. And
thank
we
you.
have a little interview. You're one of our trailblazers in the city of Oviedo. A lot of times the women get overlooked, so I want to make sure that I got the women's point of view on what's been happening here in our little city, now big city.
Oh, yes.
And I look forward to working with you for many years to come.
Okay.
Thank
I'm
you.
happy about that.
Thank you.
Okay.